Also at 5, we learned today that the shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory parade that killed a local DJ there and injured 22 others, it stemmed from a dispute between several people. Police say bullets and shell casings left at the scene of the evidence, or the shooting, I should say, are key pieces of the evidence. Kansas City police haven't made any arrests in connection to the shooting, but they say that they have 3 people in custody. 2 of those people are juveniles.
The police also said they recovered several guns, but they didn't say exactly how many. The person who died in the shooting has been identified as 43-year-old Lisa Lopez Galvan. She was a Kansas City area radio DJ. Our teams are covering all angles of this tragedy, from the latest developments to situational awareness in crowded situations. We go now to Michael Yoshinda, who joins us from Kansas City.
And the investigation continues following Wednesday's shooting at the Chiefs celebration parade. At this point, investigators saying they're focusing on bullets and shell casings recovered at the scene, trying to connect those with individuals who are in custody. Now, at this point, you can see where the parade ended and the celebration was ongoing. The cleanup started. The stage was right in front of where you see those banners. Over to the left is where this shooting took place, turning what was a celebratory event into chaos.
This appeared to be a dispute between several people that ended in gunfire.
Kansas City police giving an update on Wednesday's mass shooting during a Super Bowl victory rally for the Chiefs. Many of nearly 24 gunshot victims are children.
At least half of our victims are under the age of 16.
Killed in the gunfire was a popular local DJ, 43-year-old Lisa Lopez Galvan.
Lisa leaves behind an incredible legacy.
As friends remember her, some recall their own terrifying moments running from the gunfire.
And all of a sudden, through the partitions, a wave of people come rushing through, screaming, "Gun, run, police are coming."
In the chaos that followed, at least one armed suspect was tackled by those in the crowd.
When I hit him from behind, I either jarred the gun out of his hand or out of his sleeve, because as I'm taking him down to the ground, I see the gun on the ground.
I want to thank the people who acted bravely yesterday alongside law enforcement.
Police confirmed they're looking at a number of suspects, and multiple weapons were recovered at the scene. Several Kansas City players expressed their outrage on social media and concern for the victims. One attendee recalls seeing head coach Andy Reid minutes after the ordeal.
I will never forget finally coming out of the bathroom after hiding, and around the corner comes Andy Reid with his grandchildren and his wife. And he said, as he walked by, "Are you guys okay?" That moment of humility is incredible.
There have been more mass shootings than days already in the year 2024, with 49 mass shootings reported over the past 46 days. These statistics, they're leading many people to worry if the next mass casualty event will happen in their immediate area. News4JAX anchor Tarek Miner sharing some advice that could save your life.
And I told my daughter, let's just sit down for a minute in here and breathe, because we don't have a car. We don't even know where to go.
What would you do if you and your family were in the immediate area of a mass shooting like the one that resulted in the death of a Kansas City DJ and the injuries of 12 people yesterday at the Super Bowl parade? With thousands headed to the Daytona 500 in the coming days and locals headed to events like Amelia Island's car show, we asked people if they are concerned about their safety when attending crowded events. News4JAX insider Troy writes, yes, it's a shame that nowadays nobody can enjoy a parade, going to church, to a grocery store, to the mall. Glenn Nicole writing, no one is safe anywhere anymore.
Yeah, and I was just telling everybody to get down, and then like get out the way, and the officers were coming around.
So what can you do to protect yourself and the people you love at crowded events? News4JAX crime and safety analyst Tom Hackney, who spent 29 years with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, says the first step may be to change your mindset altogether. Hackney suggests that in every public space, whether it's a football game, a grocery store, or the mall, to think and talk about the quickest exit strategy if something were to tragically go wrong.
If you happen to be in the mall, almost every store has a back door that exits somewhere out of the mall, just for those employees to come and go and receive goods. That would be a quick exit plan. The same thing, back rooms of stores, if you're in Publix or in a grocery store and you heard some commotion towards the front, head to the back. Head to the back room. They're off limits for public typically, but if something's happening, you go through there and you find your way out.
Watch this surveillance video closely from Kansas City yesterday on the bottom left part of your screen, where the shooting is about to take place, just out of the view of the camera.
all of a sudden people started crushing forward. Everybody started running.
When the gunfire erupts, people panic and start running the opposite direction. Hackney says a critical part of being aware in this situation is doing everything you can not to fall to the ground.
You need to move away from that in whichever way you can and do everything in your power to keep on your feet. You know, a trampling death is another real concern when you have that many people. When you watch the video of the incident in Kansas City there, that's thousands of people.
No, we tackled them. When we tackled them, the gun came out.
Video from yesterday also reveals that a Chiefs fan tackled a man who's running away from the scene armed with a gun.
So you don't think about it. It's just a reaction. He got close to me. I got the right angle on him, and I hit him from behind.
While it's unclear if witness Paul Contras apprehended a shooting suspect, we asked Hackney his thoughts about civilians getting involved after a mass shooting event.
But if you happen to be right there as a last resort and you have to do something. But know that there's the risk to your life and limb by doing that. If you're taking your empty hands to a gunfight in many cases like that and can have deadly outcomes.
We also asked Hackney about what people should do if they are carrying a concealed handgun and make the split-second decision to take a shot at the gunman. Well, Hackney says in this situation, it's critical that you announce that you are not the suspect and that you are engaging with who you believe is the gunman. He says otherwise, police or another person who's armed could mistake you for an active shooter. Joy?
Tarek, thanks. Our coverage of the Kansas City shooting continues on News4JAX. Read more of our coverage on the tragedy right now on news4jax.com.